This video is going to be covering the topic of sexual immorality, sex, and lust, so I recommend you put your headphones in, and viewer discretion is advised. Alright, now let's get into it today. Oh, look at your boy's teeth. Alright guys, you seem to enjoy the last video I did talking about lust and how to avoid lust, so I figured I would do a part 2. Heads up, this video is not going to be very heavily edited because I'm filming this today and I'm posting it today. Let me start off with an analogy, okay? So let's say I'm scrolling on TikTok, okay? I see a video saying, would you rather spend a day with LeBron James or Jenna Ortega, okay? Now, I'm not a really big fan of basketball, you know, LeBron James. You know, he's alright, but I'm a straight guy. So I would choose to spend the day with Jenna Ortega. Now, people would say, you're a simp. You're a simp. All you think about is women. Why wouldn't you want to spend the day with the LeBron? And since I'm not a very big basketball fan, I would think, would I rather spend the day with the man or with the woman, you know, who I've seen in a few movies. You know, I liked her acting. And she's pretty, you know. So I would lean more towards that. Now also, you have so many people whose brains are porn ridden that they think as soon as I say I would like to spend the day with Jenna Ortega, they'll say, oh, he about to do, they think, you know, malicious and sexual things, you know. Spending the day with someone could also mean taking them out to dinner, watching the movies, bending a time loop through space and time, and creating your own version of a Doctor Strange movie. But nowadays people don't think like that. They don't think, you know, buying what happened to my voice? Ugh. They don't think about buying flowers or stuff like that. Their mind immediately goes to, y'all know what it goes to. Now on the other hand, if they said, would you rather spend a day with Jenna Ortega or with prime David Lade or Will Tennyson or, you know, Ronnie Coleman, prime Kevin Levrone, I would pick any of those four. Now, does that mean I want Will Tennyson sexually? No, that just means I appreciate how he works out. Will, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry through putting you in that analogy, but I had to say it. That just means that I prefer them over Jenna Ortega. It depends on which situation you're in. Saying I'd like to spend the day with someone, people's minds almost automatically go to sex, sexual immorality, fornication. They don't think, oh, you know, wholesome. He'll just take her on a date. And I think the reason why a lot of people's brains are like just sexuality ridden, that's all they think about, is because porn is more available to us than it was several years ago. For example, well, not even for example, this is true, almost everyone has a phone and you can literally just go look it up. Back in the day, it was magazines, it was hard to cheat. You know, my great granddad, I forgot his real name, everybody called him Dodo, I don't know why, but Dodo had the notion in his head one day that he was going to cheat. I think this was before my papa was born. My papa had 3 siblings, so I think this is when only 3 or 2 were around, I think. But yeah, he went out to go cheat with this woman, and his wife found out. Great grandma, she went to the woman's house where he was cheating with a shotgun, got out the back, pulling his pants up, okay, and she came at him with a rifle. Now they both lived, and you know, they both had my papa, and therefore I am here. But it was very hard to cheat or do things like that without getting caught. Now you can do it in the comfort of your own home. And just because you can does not mean that you should. 1 Thessalonians 4 says, for this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality. And don't even think for a second that it's just men who are sexually immoral, okay? I saw a TikTok post with this guy. Now, he was flexing or something like that. Now, to put into perspective, okay, he wasn't, not to brag or anything, but he wasn't, wow. Where did this piece come from? His arm wasn't much bigger than mine, and that's saying something. He just had like a bicep vein that ran down here. He was handsome, you know. He wasn't like, you know, Henry Cavill or Jude Thompson handsome, but you know, he was handsome. He was just like lip syncing. I don't even think the video was supposed to be a thirst trap. His comments were ridden with thirstiness, okay? And I said to myself, I'm not hating or anything, you know, but I was like, have these women never seen an arm before? The same goes with men. This woman was advertising something on TikTok Shop. She was wearing bell bottoms, and they were like, I'm no better than a man, girl. Have you guys never seen legs before? It wasn't even a thirst trap. She was just advertising it. Can we not turn everything so just disgusting? What happened to, hello, how are you?
How's the folks? What's new?
Y'all know nothing about that. Neither did I, because that's like 1970. I really can't stand that when someone posts a video and it has nothing to do with a thirst trap, but all the comments are thirsty. Now, if you post a thirst trap and you get thirsty comments, don't be shocked. Don't be like, oh, well, what is all this? You know exactly what that is. But if someone's just talking, you know, something like that, and they just come flooding right in, all the perverts, all the people. Not all the people, just all the perverts. Now, I'm not making this video to just, you know, appeal with women or just to side with men, because both genders do it. If a woman posts a video and let's just say she has more meat on her than other women and she's goth or Latino or Asian or something like that, the comments would be like, you know, full of air balls. A picture of Steph Curry and he's shooting towards the moon, or someone shooting a basketball and it's going the opposite way, a bunch of air balls. Okay, now if you actually go and DM someone and you respectfully know, I'm not gonna knock that. Okay, good for you for shooting your shot. And also if a guy, you know, talks, you know, flexing, saying, you know, let's even say that he's like not even shirtless, he's wearing a tank top and he's like, guys, this is how you want to hit, you know, the peak bicep and stuff like that, and the girls would be like, oh, I need him in my, well, I need him in my life. That's not really thirsty. I'm not gonna say what they say, but y'all know what they say. When women say I'm no better than a man, not all men are lustful. I can't speak for all men, but I know that there are some of us, you know, that don't just think about porn and sexual things 24/7. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 2 says, but because of immoralities, each man is to have his own wife, and each woman is to have her own husband. You know why? To prevent sexual thoughts and immorality. If everybody's married, sex is okay. But yeah, guys, if you guys want a part 2 on this video, go ahead and get this video to 20 likes as well. And I'm sorry, part 2. Get this video to 20 likes and we'll make a part 3. Sorry, I know I normally add a bunch, you know, funny things and memes or something like that to help keep you guys entertained. But, you know, I'm posting it tonight, don't have a lot of time, and I did want to get the point across. You do not have to be consumed by lust. It's just like drugs. Literally just say no, whether you're a man or a woman. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you go smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with one of your friends. If you don't have any friends, do so be your friend. Stay victorious. Jesus loves you.